I'm Isla, and welcome to the Lore Lodge. Tonight, I'll be guiding you through the early world of Master Chief, exploring the complete story of the boy who became a legend, long before the events of Halo campaign evolved. So get comfortable. Close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop and feel the weight of the day begin to lift. The story is waiting. Picture this. You are 6 years old. You are standing in a small courtyard in a place called Elysium City. The sun of a distant world, a star named Epsilon Eridani, warms the back of your neck. It's a gentle, pleasant warmth. You can feel the slightly dusty texture of the ground beneath your simple shoes. The air smells of baked earth and the faint, sweet scent of unfamiliar blossoms from a nearby garden. In your hand, you hold a coin. An old silver quarter from Earth, a planet you have only ever seen in pictures. It feels smooth and cool against your skin. You toss it in the air. A simple game, a test of luck. As it spins, catching the light, time seems to slow down. You watch it turn end over end, a tiny silver disc against the vast blue sky. And you know, with a certainty that feels as solid as the ground beneath you, exactly how it will land. You always know. This is your secret, your gift. A little piece of impossible luck that belongs only to you. This is where your story begins. Not in a suit of armor, not on a battlefield, but here. A small boy in a quiet city on a faraway world. You are John, and you have no idea that the fate of humanity will one day rest upon your shoulders. You are just a boy playing a game with a coin. But someone is watching. Her name is Dr. Catherine Halsey. To you, she is just a visitor. A calm woman with intelligent eyes who has come to your school. She speaks with your teachers. She watches you play. She doesn't seem threatening, merely observant. Like a scientist studying a rare and interesting creature. You feel her gaze on you, but it doesn't make you nervous. It makes you curious. She carries with her the faint, clean scent of a laboratory, of sterilized air and ozone. A smell you do not yet recognize, but will come to know intimately. She approaches you after you've won your game with the coin. She asks you to play again. Just for her. You shrug. It's an easy game for you. You toss the coin, call it heads. It lands perfectly in your palm. Heads. She smiles, a small knowing smile. She says you have extraordinary luck, but you both know it isn't luck. Not really. It's something more. A flicker of preternatural ability. A spark of the extraordinary hidden inside the ordinary. This moment is a crossroads. A turning point you are far too young to understand. This is the day your life splits into two paths. The life you would have lived, and the life that was chosen for you. Dr. Halsey isn't just visiting your school. She is recruiting. She is searching for the raw materials to build the saviors of mankind. She is looking for children like you. Strong, smart, fast, and lucky. Soon after her visit, things change. The change is subtle at first. A dreamlike sequence of events that you can't quite piece together. You remember feeling sleepy when you shouldn't have. You remember being carried. The gentle rocking motion of a vehicle. The low hum of its engine. You wake up in a place that is not your home. The sheets on the bed are crisp and white. Too white. The air is cool and filtered. It carries that same clean, sterile scent from Dr. Halsey's clothes. You are not alone. There are other children here, 74 of them, all around your age. They look as confused and lost as you feel. You are all given new clothes, simple gray uniforms that feel slightly stiff against your skin. You are given a number. You are John 117. The name you were born with feels like a distant echo, a memory from another life. Here, you are a number, a candidate. This place is on a planet called Reach, a fortress world, the military heart of humanity's interstellar colonies. You can't see the fortresses from your window. You can only see a manicured lawn, tall pine-like trees, and a sky that is a deeper, more violet shade of blue than the one you remember. Everything is orderly. Everything is clean. Everything is designed for a purpose. And you soon learn that you are too. The man who tells you this is named Chief Petty Officer Franklin Mendez. He is a mountain of a man, with a voice that is both firm and surprisingly gentle. He doesn't shout. He doesn't need to. His presence fills the room. He tells you that you have been chosen, that you are special. He tells you that you will be trained to become the protectors of Earth and all its colonies. He tells you it will be hard, the hardest thing you will ever do. But he promises you that it will give you a purpose. Your training begins almost immediately. It is relentless. It is exhausting. But it is also exhilarating. You run for miles through forests and over mountains. The air burns in your lungs, but with every step, you feel yourself getting stronger. You climb obstacle courses that seem to touch the clouds. Your muscles ache, your hands are raw. But when you reach the top and look down, you feel a sense of accomplishment you have never known before. You are taught history, tactics, physics. You learn about weapons you have never seen and starships that can cross the galaxy in the blink of an eye. Your mind, which was always quick, becomes sharper than a razor's edge. You absorb information, process it, and apply it with astonishing speed. The classroom is just another kind of battlefield, and you learn to conquer it. But the most important lessons happen outside the classroom. Mendez pits you against each other, in teams. He teaches you that you are not just individuals. You are a unit, a fire team, a family. You learn to rely on the person next to you, to trust them with your life. You learn that your strength is not just in your own body, but in the strength of your team. You become a leader, not because you are the strongest or the fastest, although you are often both, but because you understand the team. You see the connections between them. You know who to push, who to encourage. You learn how to turn a group of gifted children into a single, cohesive weapon. You and your fellow trainees, your fellow Spartans, become something new, something more than the sum of your parts. There are moments of quiet, too. In the dead of night, lying in your bunk, you can hear the soft breathing of the other children. You are all far from home. You have all lost the lives you knew. But in this shared loss, you find a new kind of family. You whisper stories in the dark. You share your dreams. You look out at the unfamiliar stars of Reach and wonder about the homes you left behind. You remember the feel of the cool metal floor of the barracks beneath your bare feet, the rough texture of the standard issue blanket, the low, constant hum of the facility's life support systems. These are the sensory anchors of your new life. The things that tell you this is real. This is your world now. One day, Mendez takes you out into the wilderness. He leaves you there with nothing but the clothes on your back. Your mission, to survive and find your way back to a designated extraction point. But he adds a twist. The last trainee to arrive will be left behind, to walk home, alone. It's a harsh lesson, a cruel one, but it works. You don't compete against each other. You work together. You pool your knowledge, your skills. You carry the weaker members. You ensure that you all arrive at the extraction point together, a single unit. No one is left behind. Mendez is waiting for you. He knew you would do this. This was the real test, not of individual strength, but of collective spirit. He sees in you the future of his program, the birth of the Spartans. He had to separate you from your old lives to forge these new bonds. Bonds stronger than blood. Bonds forged in shared hardship and mutual respect. Years pass like this, a blur of training, learning, and growing. You are no longer a small boy. You are a teenager. Taller, stronger, and faster than any normal human your age. You move with a grace and efficiency that is almost unnatural. You and your fellow Spartans are becoming living weapons. But the final stage of your transformation is yet to come. The most dangerous part of the program. A series of procedures that will push your bodies far beyond the known limits of humanity. You are 14 years old. The age of augmentation. This is the day that Dr. Halsey has been planning for since she first saw you flip that coin. You are led into a medical bay. It's a place of gleaming white surfaces and cold, stainless steel. The air smells sharply of antiseptic and the faint, electric tang of advanced medical equipment. It's the smell of the future, the smell of change. You are not afraid. You have been prepared for this. You have been told what will happen, the risks, the potential rewards. You know that not all of you will survive the process. You know that those who do will be changed forever. But you also know that this is your purpose. This is what you were chosen for. You feel a strange sense of calm as they ask you to lie down on the operating table. The surface is cool against your back. The procedures are a symphony of advanced science. They are invasive. They are painful. But your mind, trained for years to control your body's responses, processes the pain as simple data, information to be filed away. You are an observer in your own transformation. You feel a deep, resonant vibration as carbide ceramic is grafted onto your bones, making them virtually unbreakable. It feels like your very skeleton is humming with a new and powerful energy. They inject protein complexes into your muscles, causing them to grow in density and strength at an accelerated rate. You can feel the power coiling within you, a sleeping giant awakening in your limbs. They implant devices that boost your thyroid function, enhancing your growth and metabolism. They perform surgery on your eyes, sharpening your vision until the world comes into a focus that is almost overwhelming. You can see the individual fibers in the fabric of the doctor's coat. You can see the faint shimmer of heat rising from a computer console across the room. Colors seem richer, deeper. Light itself seems to have more texture. Your hearing becomes so acute, you can pick out the tiny, rhythmic click of a clock in a distant office. Your reflexes are catalyzed, sped up until time itself seems to slow down around you. You watch a nurse drop a metal tray. To her, it clatters to the floor in an instant. To you, it seems to fall in slow motion, a graceful, silent ballet of tumbling steel. This is the world as a Spartan sees it. A world slowed down, where you have more time to think, to react, to act. When you wake up fully, the process complete, you feel different, you feel more. The world is a flood of sensory information, but your mind, also augmented, handles it with ease. You are stronger than you could have ever imagined. Faster. more aware. You are a superhuman, a demigod forged in the laboratories of Reach. But there is a cost, a terrible cost. You look around the recovery room. There are empty beds. Friends you trained with, laughed with, struggled with, they are gone. The augmentations were too much for their bodies to handle. 30 of your fellow candidates do not survive the process. Another 12 are permanently injured, washed out of the program. They are casualties of a war that has not yet truly begun. You feel a profound sadness. A quiet, cold grief that settles deep in your newly hardened bones. You carry their memory with you. They are a part of your strength now, a reminder of the price of your power. The survivors, you and the remaining Spartans, are a new breed of soldier. You are more than human. But your training is not over. Now, you must learn to use these new abilities. You must recalibrate your entire sense of self. A simple handshake requires conscious thought, lest you crush the hand of a normal human. A friendly pat on the back could break bones. You are isolated, separated from the regular military. You are a secret weapon, a ghost. Your existence is a classified project of the highest level. To the outside world, you and the other children taken all those years ago are gone. Officially listed as victims of a tragic plague. Your parents were given flash-cloned replacements, imperfect copies designed to live short lives and die of natural causes, to ease their grief and maintain the secrecy of the project. You are disconnected from your past. Your only family now is each other. Your first missions are against human insurrectionists, rebels fighting against the central government of Earth. It's a strange, messy business. You are fighting other humans. You move like specters through their hidden bases, your augmented senses picking up every trap, every ambush. You are faster and stronger than they can comprehend. A firefight for them is a simple exercise in geometry for you. You see the angles, the ricochets, the paths of bullets before they are even fired. You complete your objectives with brutal efficiency. You capture leaders, destroy weapon caches, dismantle entire rebel cells without a single Spartan casualty. But it feels hollow. There is no honor in this kind of fight. You were told you would be the protectors of humanity, but this feels like policing your own kind. It's a gray, complicated world, and your black and white training hasn't fully prepared you for it. You wear simple black body armor on these missions. It offers some protection, but it's nothing compared to what is coming. It feels like a temporary skin, a placeholder for your true form. You are a sword waiting for the right moment to be drawn from its scabbard. Then, everything changes. A message comes from a distant outer colony, a place called Harvest. It's a peaceful, agricultural world. The message is garbled, confused. It speaks of an attack by an unknown enemy. A ship arrives, sleek and purple, like some great, predatory sea creature swimming through the void of space. It doesn't respond to hails. It simply opens fire. The contact is brief and violent. The forces on Harvest are overwhelmed. And then, silence. The colony goes dark. This is not the work of human rebels. This is something new, something alien. Humanity has reached for the stars for centuries, and in all that time, you have been alone. The silence of space has been absolute, until now. This first contact is not a peaceful meeting of minds. It is an act of unprovoked aggression. An entire world has been silenced. a war begins. A war against an enemy you do not understand. They are a collection of alien species, bound together by a fervent religious belief. They call themselves the Covenant, and their prophets have declared that humanity is an affront to their gods. A plague that must be cleansed from the galaxy. Their war is not one of conquest. It is a war of extermination. You and your fellow Spartans are humanity's only real hope. The standard military, the UNSC, is outmatched. The Covenant's technology is centuries ahead of your own. Their ships have energy shields that can shrug off nuclear weapons. They wield weapons that fire superheated plasma, melting through steel and flesh with equal ease. Against this, a human soldier with a rifle is almost helpless. But you are not a normal soldier. You are a Spartan. And you are about to receive the final piece of your arsenal, the tool that will turn you from a demigod into a legend. It is called Project MJ Allenire. You stand in a massive hangar bay on Reach. Before you is a suit of armor. It is huge, green, angular. It looks less like something a person would wear and more like a walking tank. It gleams under the harsh hangar lights, the olive drab of its ceramic titanium plating promising incredible resilience. This is the MJ Allenire Mark IV powered assault armor. Dr. Halsey is there. She looks at the armor with a creator's pride. She explains that it is the most advanced piece of military hardware ever created. It has energy shields, derived from salvaged Covenant technology. It has a fusion reactor in its chest that could power a small city. It has layers of reactive metal liquid crystal that will multiply your already incredible strength and speed. It has a neural interface that will connect the suit directly to your brain. You will not be wearing the armor. You will become it. There is a catch. The suit is too powerful for a normal human. The neural link is too fast. The movement's too violent. A regular soldier wearing this suit would be torn apart by its first twitch. Only a Spartan, with your augmented bones and hyper-fast reflexes, can even hope to control it. The suit was made for you, and you were made for the suit. The process of putting it on for the first time is slow and methodical. Technicians swarm around you, connecting cables, sealing plates. You feel the immense weight settle onto your shoulders. It's like having a mountain strapped to your back. For a moment, you feel claustrophobic, trapped inside this green metal shell. The air you breathe is recycled, tasting faintly of ozone and lubricants. Then, they activate the neural interface. A needle-like probe extends from the back of the helmet and docks with the port at the base of your skull. For a split second, there is a jolt, a flash of white light behind your eyes, a roar of static in your ears. And then, connection. Your mind expands. It flows out of your skull and fills every corner of the suit. The weight vanishes. The armor is no longer a shell. It is your skin. You feel the texture of the hangar floor not through your boots, but through the suit's sensors. You see not just through the golden visor, but through cameras dotted all over the armor, giving you a 360-degree view of your surroundings. You think about lifting your arm. The arm, weighing several hundred pounds, moves instantly, effortlessly. As easily as you once lifted your own flesh and blood limb. You take a step. The ground shudders slightly under your weight. You feel an incredible surge of power. It's intoxicating. You are no longer John 11:17. You are something else now. You are Master Chief Petty Officer. You are a Spartan. You and the other Spartans are deployed to the front lines of the Covenant War, and you turn the tide. Where whole armies have failed, a single team of Spartans succeeds. You are ghosts. Legends whispered by terrified Covenant soldiers. They call you demons. You move through their battle lines like phantoms, your green armor a blur of motion. Their plasma weapons splash harmlessly against your recharging energy shields. Your weapons find their mark with unerring accuracy. You see battles that would break a normal mind. Planets turned to glass by Covenant plasma bombardment. Cities of millions reduced to smoking craters. You see the true scale of the Covenant's hatred, their absolute commitment to your destruction. But you do not feel fear. Your mind, your training, your augmentations, they process it all as tactical data. Enemy strength, probabilities of success, acceptable losses. The horror is there, but it is filtered, managed. It becomes fuel for your resolve. You become a symbol of hope for humanity. In a war you are desperately losing, the Spartans are the only thing that works. You win impossible victories. You rescue colonists from besieged worlds. You destroy Covenant ships from the inside out. Your name, Master Chief, becomes synonymous with victory against all odds. You are a living myth. But beneath the myth, beneath the armor, you are still John. And you are watching your galaxy burn, one world at a time. The war rages for decades, 27 years, a lifetime. You see friends fall. You watch as the Covenant relentlessly pushes humanity back. Colony after colony is lost. Humanity is being driven back to its core worlds, back towards Earth. The UNSC adopts the Cole Protocol, a directive that means any human ship in danger of capture by the Covenant must destroy its navigation data to prevent them from finding the location of other human worlds, especially Earth. And then the unthinkable happens. The Covenant finds Reach, your home, the military stronghold, the shipyard for humanity's fleets, the training ground where you were forged. Reach is considered a fortress, second only to Earth in its importance and its defenses. It is protected by a fleet of warships and a network of massive orbital defense platforms. Supermac guns that can tear a Covenant cruiser in half with a single slug. Reach is supposed to be safe. It is supposed to be where you make your last stand before Earth itself is threatened. But the Covenant does not come with a small fleet. They come with everything, hundreds of ships, an armada of unimaginable size. They appear in orbit not as a raiding party, but as an occupying army. The sky of Reach, once a familiar violet blue, is now blotted out by the dark, curved hulls of Covenant vessels. It's like a permanent eclipse has fallen over the world. The battle for Reach is the largest, most desperate battle in human history. The orbital defenses fire, their massive projectiles lancing through space to gut enemy ships. But there are too many. For every one you destroy, 2 more take its place. The UNSC fleet fights with incredible bravery, but they are overwhelmed. Ship after ship is turned into a cloud of expanding debris. You are on the surface. You and the other Spartans. You are deployed to defend key objectives, to buy time. But it's a hopeless fight. The Covenant lands troops by the million. You fight through waves of grunts, jackals, and the towering, fearsome elites. Your armor is dented and scarred. Your shield flickers and dies, recharging just in time to absorb another plasma bolt. You fight for days without rest, the recycled air in your helmet growing stale. The ground is littered with the bodies of aliens and humans alike. You see the beams of light from the sky, the plasma lances of the Covenant fleet. They are glassing the planet, superheating the surface until it turns into a molten, crystalline wasteland. You can feel the ground tremble as continents are boiled away. You can see the sky turn orange with the fire of a dying world. The air itself tastes of ash and sorrow. Amidst the chaos, you are given one final, critical mission. You must retrieve a package from a besieged base and deliver it to a ship, the Pillar of Autumn, which is preparing for a desperate escape. The package is not a weapon. It is an artificial intelligence. An A. I named Cortana. She is based on the brain of your creator, Dr. Halsey. She is humanity's most advanced AI, and she may hold the key to winning the war. You fight your way through the burning ruins of a city to reach her. When you interface with her for the first time, her data floods into your suit's systems. It's a strange sensation, a voice in your head that isn't your own. She is brilliant, fast, and she has a personality, a spark of humor and defiance that is startling. She becomes your partner, an intelligence to guide your strength. You make it to the Pillar of Autumn. The ship is a Halcyon-class cruiser, an old but tough vessel captained by a man named Jacob Keyes. It's one of the last ships to escape the fall of Reach. As you board, you look back. You see your home, the world where you were made, being erased, turned into a sea of glass. The loss is immense, a physical ache in your chest. Almost all of your Spartan brothers and sisters are lost in the battle. You are one of the very few survivors. The Pillar of Autumn jumps into slipspace, a blind leap into the unknown, following coordinates Cortana has calculated from ancient alien artifacts. It is a last, desperate gamble to lead the Covenant away from Earth. The ship is heavily damaged. The crew is exhausted. You are placed into cryo-sleep for the long journey. As the cold mist fills your cryotube, your last waking thoughts are of Reach, of the family you lost, of the home that is no more. The humming of the cryopod is the last sound you hear. You feel the cold seeping into your bones, a deep, dreamless sleep taking hold. You do not know where you are going. You only know that the war is not over. Your duty is not done. You are humanity's sword, its shield. And you are about to wake up to a whole new fight. Close your eyes now and rest. Your journey has been long. You have seen the birth of a hero, the forging of a legend in the fires of war and loss. From a lucky boy on a distant world to a super soldier clad in green armor, you have become humanity's last hope. The story is not over. It is just beginning. But for now, there is only the quiet hum of a starship, traveling through the deep, silent dark, and the promise of sleep. And now, after all these years of war, your purpose is about to be refined once more. It will be crystallized into a single, audacious mission. A plan so daring it could end the war. Operation Red Flag. The objective is simple on paper. Infiltrate the Covenant command structure, find one of their prophets, and capture them. A living god taken hostage. It is a plan born of desperation, a final gamble from an Earth that is running out of time and running out of worlds. For this, you need a new kind of partner. Not another Spartan in green armor beside you, but something else entirely. An intelligence that can move at the speed of light. Dr. Halsey calls her a smart AI. An artificial intelligence built from a living human mind. Her mind, in fact. A cloned brain, scanned and translated into pure data. She's to be your guide, your infiltrator, your other half in the digital world. You are the unstoppable force. She is the immovable object of intellect that will direct that force. Her name is Cortana. When she is installed into your Mjolnir armor, it is not a cold, mechanical process. It feels different. A voice appears in your mind, not through the helmet's speakers, but inside your thoughts. It is sharp, witty, and impossibly fast. She runs diagnostics on your suit in the time it takes you to blink. She sees the world not just through your visor, but through every sensor, every satellite, every data stream she can access. For the first time since you were 6 years old, you are not entirely alone inside your own head. The sensation is strange, but not unwelcome. It feels like a promise. You and the other Spartans are recalled to the planet Reach, the military fortress world, the last great bastion of the UNSC outside of Earth itself. You gather aboard a cruiser, the Pillar of Autumn, a ship modified for your special mission. There is a quiet hum of anticipation. This feels different. The culmination of everything you have ever trained for. You stand in the hangar bay, the cool, recycled air of the ship, a familiar comfort. The mission is days away. For now, there is a rare moment of stillness, a breath before the plunge. But the war does not wait for humanity's grand plans. The Covenant find Reach. The attack is not a raid, it is an invasion. An armada so vast it blots out the stars. The sky above the planet, once a familiar blue, burns with plasma. Alarms sound, but you feel no panic, only a cold, hard certainty. The mission has changed. Survival is now the only objective. Operation RED flag is over before it ever began. Your new directive comes from Captain Keyes, the steady commander of the Pillar of Autumn. You are to protect Cortana. She carries too much vital information to be allowed to fall into enemy hands. You fight your way back to the ship through the collapsing architecture of the orbital stations. The Autumn takes heavy damage, but it breaks free. It makes a blind jump into slip space, a desperate flight into the unknown. You leave behind the fires of Reach, the graveyard of the Spartan program, the end of an era. The silence of deep space that follows is heavy, filled with the ghosts of everyone you left behind. When the ship drops out of slip space, the view from the bridge is not of empty blackness. It is of something impossible. A celestial ribbon of blue and green arcing across the void. A ring. A world built on a scale that defies imagination, orbiting a gas giant. Cortana's voice is soft in your mind, a whisper of pure awe. No one knows what it is. No one knows who built it. But as the damaged Pillar of Autumn drifts silently towards this ancient mystery, you know one thing for certain. Everything you have ever been, everything you have ever done, has led you to this exact moment. Here, at the edge of a new story, under the light of a strange sun. The next chapter is about to begin. It is the year 2525. The insurrection is a simmering fire that the UNSC has spent decades trying to stamp out. But for you, for John Alleman 17, everything is about to change. The world you were built to save is about to become unrecognizable. Imagine yourself in a place of cold steel and sterilized air, a UNSC fitting station deep within a military complex. You are standing on a circular platform, arms outstretched. Technicians in clean white uniforms move around you with quiet efficiency, their voices low and professional. They are making the final adjustments not to a weapon or a vehicle, but to you. They are fitting you into your new skin. Mjolnir-powered assault armor, Mark IV. It is not like putting on a simple suit of armor. This is a complex, almost surgical procedure. The inner layers feel cool and tight against your own skin, a web of biosensors and capillary tubes that will monitor your vitals and regulate your temperature. You feel the faint prick of injectors linking the suit's systems directly to your spinal column through the neural interface you received years ago. The process is methodical. The chest plate is lowered into place by a mechanical arm, and it locks with a deep, satisfying thud that you feel in your bones. Then the greaves, the gauntlets, each piece heavy enough to crush a normal man, settling onto your augmented frame as if they were always meant to be there. The final piece is the helmet. As it is lowered over your head, the world outside is momentarily silenced. You are plunged into a brief, muffled darkness. Then, with a soft hiss and a click, the systems come online. Your vision is no longer just your vision. It is a heads-up display. A transparent screen of green and gold data floats in your periphery. A motion tracker, your suit's energy levels, a communications link. The air you breathe is suddenly cool and filtered, with a faint metallic taste. The low hum of the suit's fusion reactor is a subtle vibration at the base of your spine, a quiet promise of immense power. Dr. Halsey's voice comes through your internal comms, clear and calm. "John, can you hear me?" You don't speak. You simply think your response, and a confirmation light blinks on her console. The neural interface is seamless. Thought becomes action. "Try moving your left hand," she says. You think about raising your hand, and the arm of the suit, weighing over 100 pounds of metal and composite, rises effortlessly. You clench your fist. The servos in the gauntlet whine with a high-pitched, contained energy. You feel the feedback. The suit isn't just on you, it is you. It multiplies your every movement, your every thought. They told you the science. The suit reads your brain's intentions and moves with you, amplifying your strength and speed to impossible levels. But to experience it, it is something else entirely. It feels like waking up from a long dream where you were trapped in a weaker body. But there is a cost. You can no longer feel the gentle breeze of a ventilation fan on your skin. You cannot smell the ozone in the air from the active machinery. The world is filtered now, delivered to you through sensors and displays. It is a small price to pay for this power, you are told. A necessary sacrifice. Your first real test comes swiftly. You are no longer John, the boy from Elysium City. You are Sierra 11-7, Master Chief Petty Officer. Your team, Blue Team, is assembled. Kelly, Sam, Linda, Fred, all clad in the same olive-drab armor. You are identical titans, walking weapons. Your bond is silent, communicated through slight gestures and the encrypted comms channel that only you can hear. You are being deployed to the Eridanus system, a wretched cluster of asteroids that serves as a pirate haven and a stronghold for the insurrectionist leader, Colonel Robert Watts. Your mission is simple. Infiltrate his base, capture him, and get out. The journey is a quiet passage through the deep black. You sit in the troop bay of a stealth ship, the UNSC Hopeful. The ship is designed for silence, and the journey is smooth and vibration-free. Through a small viewport, you watch the stars. They don't twinkle out here. They are sharp, brilliant points of light, cold and impossibly distant. You arrive at the Eridanus asteroid belt. It's a chaotic jumble of rock and ice, slowly tumbling through the void. Your target is a large, misshapen asteroid that houses the rebels' hidden city, Eridanus Secundus. The base is dug deep into the rock, a hornet's nest of tunnels and hidden emplacements. Your deployment is a whisper, a single Pelican dropship, running on silent maneuvering thrusters, detaches from the hopeful. The interior of the Pelican is dark, lit only by the red glow of emergency lights. You can feel the slight jostle as the magnetic clamps on your boots hold you firm to the floor. The air inside is thick with anticipation. The drop is into a zero-gravity environment. The bay door opens not to air, but to the silent, perfect vacuum of space. There is no sound, just the sudden, breathtaking vista of the asteroid field. Your suit's thrusters fire in tiny, controlled bursts, propelling you across the gap towards the rebel base. You and your team move like ghosts through the void. You are specks of green against the infinite black. Your movements are precise, economical. You land on the asteroid's surface with a soft, metallic touch, your magnetic boots locking you to the nickel-iron rock. The surface is covered in a fine layer of gray dust and ice crystals that glitter in the distant starlight. Your mission is not a frontal assault. It is an infiltration. You find a secondary airlock unguarded. Your armor's systems easily slice through the electronic lock. The outer door iris is open without a sound. You move into the cramped chamber. The inner door opens, and you are inside. Gravity here is artificial and low, about a third of Earth's. Every step is a long, floating stride. The corridors are rough-hewn from the asteroid's rock, reinforced with steel beams. The air smells stale, a mixture of unwashed bodies, machine oil, and recycled oxygen. You move with a speed that is startling. To a normal human, you would be a blur of green. You encounter the first guards. They are talking, laughing, completely unaware. They don't even have time to raise their weapons. You and your team are a wave of silent, efficient violence. One moment, they are soldiers on duty. The next, they are unconscious forms on the floor. Your mission parameters are clear. Avoid fatalities if possible. Capture is the priority, so you use non-lethal force. A precise strike to the back of the neck. A tranquilizer dart fired from a wrist-mounted device. The rebels are tough, seasoned fighters. But they are only human. You are something more. You reach the command center. Colonel Watts is there. A graying, tired-looking man, hunched over a tactical display. He looks up as you enter, and for a moment his face shows not fear, but a kind of weary resignation. He has heard rumors of the Spartan program, living myths. He never truly believed them until this moment. He doesn't resist. There is no point. You are a 7-foot-tall monster in his office, your assault rifle held in a casual, ready grip. The fight is over before it began. You secure the colonel and begin your exfiltration. The entire operation, from insertion to capture, takes less than 30 minutes. Back on the UNSC Hopeful, the mission is declared a resounding success. You have proven the value of the Spartan 2 program beyond any doubt. You are the perfect weapon, designed to crush this human rebellion and bring order back to the colonies. You stand in the debriefing room, your helmet off for a rare moment. Your face is pale, your hair cut short. You are still just a teenager, but your eyes hold the stillness of a veteran soldier twice your age. You look at your hands, the hands that subdued an entire rebel base. They are steady. There is no tremor. The training worked. The conditioning holds. You feel a sense of purpose. This is what you were made for, to be the shield and the sword of humanity. But a shadow is gathering on the edge of human space, a threat far greater than any disgruntled colonel in an asteroid belt. A threat that will make the insurrection seem like a childish squabble. And it begins with a whisper of silence from a place called Harvest. Harvest. The name itself speaks of peace and prosperity. It is an outer colony world, far from the bustling core systems of Earth and Reach. Imagine a planet of rolling green hills and vast golden fields of grain that stretch to the horizon. The sky is a brilliant, cloudless blue. The air smells of rich soil and growing things. It is a farming world, an agricultural gem. Its population is small, hardworking, and peaceful. They supply food to dozens of other colonies. Their biggest worry is a bad harvest or a broken piece of farming equipment. The wars of the inner colonies are a distant rumor, something they hear about on the news feeds but which doesn't touch their lives. You are not on Harvest. Not yet. You are light years away, on a UNSC carrier, running drills and preparing for your next deployment against the insurrectionists. Life has settled into a rhythm. Mission. Debrief. Rearm. Repeat. You are becoming ever more efficient. Your team a seamless unit. Then the first reports begin to trickle in. They are small things at first. A freighter, the This End Up, goes missing near the Harvest system. It is logged as a probable pirate attack, a common enough occurrence in the outer colonies. No one pays it much mind. Then another ship goes silent, and another. Soon, a pattern emerges. A ring of silence is slowly expanding around Harvest. All communication from the planet itself ceases. It simply goes dark. No distress calls. No final panicked transmissions. Just nothing. The UNSC is concerned, but not yet alarmed. The most likely culprit is a massive communications blackout caused by a solar flare. Or perhaps the insurrectionists have finally made a bold move, seizing the planet and its resources. A battle group is dispatched to investigate. Battle Group 4, consisting of 3 warships, the Vostok, the Arabia, and the Heracles. A respectable force, more than enough to deal with any pirate or rebel fleet. You are not part of this initial force. You are still on standby, your unique skills held in reserve. You follow the reports from a tactical display on your ship. You see the icons representing the battle group jump into the Harvest system. They report confusion. There is debris in orbit, human debris, the wreckage of dozens of civilian and cargo ships. But there are no insurrectionist vessels to be seen. Then, a new contact appears on the sensors. A single, unknown ship. The telemetry is unlike anything in the UNSC database. It is large, sleek, and curved, made of a purple, iridescent metal that seems to shift in the light. It looks more like a sea creature than a starship. There is a moment of hesitation. The UNSC captain of the Heracles tries to open communications. Standard first contact protocols. They broadcast messages of peace in thousands of languages. For a long time, there is no reply. Then, a single, powerful transmission cuts through the static. The language is alien, guttural, and harsh. But the ship's translation software does its best. The message is simple and chilling. Your destruction is the will of the gods, and we are their instrument. Before the UNSC commander can even process the words, the alien ship opens fire. Not with missiles or mass drivers. It fires a searing beam of directed energy. A lance of brilliant white-hot plasma that cuts through the meter-thick armor of the UNSC Vostok, as if it were paper. You watch on the tactical display, a lifetime of training doing little to prepare you for this. The icon for the Vostok simply vanishes. One moment it is there, a symbol of human military might. The next, it is gone, replaced by a growing cloud of debris. The Arabia and the Heracles return fire, their magnetic accelerator cannons spitting slugs of metal at incredible speeds. The projectiles impact the alien ship, but they seem to do little damage. Shimmering shields of energy flare up around the purple hull, absorbing the impacts with ease. The alien vessel responds with a volley of plasma torpedoes. They are beautiful and terrifying, glowing green orbs of energy that move with an unnatural grace. They strike the remaining 2 UNSC ships. The explosions are silent in the vacuum of space, but on the tactical display, the result is clear. 2 more icons blink out of existence. In less than a minute, Battle Group 4 is gone, annihilated. A new icon appears on the display. The alien ship is moving towards the planet Harvest. A single, grainy image comes through from a deep space probe just before it. 2 is destroyed. The image shows the alien ship in orbit, a beam of energy lancing down not at a city, but at the planet's surface itself. The energy is not explosive. It is methodical. It sweeps across the golden fields and green hills, boiling the soil, melting rock, turning the entire surface of the planet into a sea of molten glass. This is not an invasion. This is not a conquest. This is an extermination. The act is so alien, so utterly without a recognizable motive, that it shakes the UNSC to its very core. Suddenly, the insurrection, the fight that has defined your entire life and the UNSC for generations, seems like a trivial distraction. Humanity has just met its new neighbors, and their first act was to burn a world out of the sky. The word comes down from High Command. All Spartan are to be recalled and redeployed. Your war has just begun. But it is not the war you were trained to fight. The atmosphere within the UNSC changes overnight. The low-level anxiety about the rebellion is replaced by a cold, sharp-edged fear. The name for the new enemy comes quickly, the Covenant. A fitting name for a foe that acts with religious, unwavering zeal. You and your fellow Spartans are brought to Reach, the UNSC's military heartland. You are briefed by Admiral Preston Cole, a legendary figure who has, until now, been focused on the insurrection. His face is grim, etched with the weight of this new reality. He shows you the data, the recordings, the last desperate signals from Harvest. There is no talk of diplomacy, no hope for peaceful coexistence. The Covenant's message was clear. This is a holy war, and in their eyes, humanity is a heresy to be wiped from existence. The room is silent as this new truth settles. The strategies and tactics you have mastered are for fighting other humans. How do you fight a god? Or at least, an enemy who believes they are fighting for one? The first and most immediate change is the implementation of the Cole Protocol. It is a grim, desperate set of rules. No UNSC ship is to lead the Covenant back to any human population center. If capture is imminent, all data must be wiped, and the ship must be scuttled or destroyed. Think about what that means. Every captain is now ordered, if they are losing a battle, to not only accept their own death, but to actively erase their ship from existence. To ensure that no map, no star chart, no piece of data could ever lead the Covenant to Earth, or Reach, or any other colony. It is a protocol of scorched earth, of self-annihilation for the greater good. Your own Mjolnir armor is upgraded. You are given energy shields, a technology reverse-engineered from captured Covenant weaponry. It is a strange feeling the first time they activate. A faint golden shimmer envelops you, and you feel a slight hum against your armor. A fragile layer of light that is now your first line of defense against plasma. Your first encounter with the Covenant face-to-face is not on a planet, but in the cold, claustrophobic corridors of a captured human freighter. A Covenant boarding party has taken the ship, and your team is sent in to retake it and, if possible, capture one of the aliens alive. You board the ship through a hull breach. Inside, the emergency lights cast long, dancing shadows. The air is thick with the smell of ozone, a sharp electric scent left by discharged plasma weapons. There are scorch marks on the walls, glowing a dull orange. They are shaped like splashes of liquid, a testament to the terrifying nature of Covenant weaponry. You move down the corridor, your motion tracker, a calm, green circle on your HUD. Then, a series of small, fast-moving dots appear. You round a corner and see them for the first time. They are short, stocky creatures in bulky environmental suits. They waddle on two legs, squeaking and chattering to each other in high-pitched voices. In their hands, they carry plasma pistols. These are the grunts, the Ungoi. They are almost comical until one of them sees you. It lets out a terrified squeal and starts firing wildly. A bolt of green plasma flies past your head, impacting the wall behind you with a sizzle and a flash of light. Your shields flare as another shot hits you square in the chest. You feel the impact as a dull thud, the energy dissipated by the shield. Your response is instantaneous. A 3-round burst from your assault rifle. The bullets tear through the grunt's methane tank, and it explodes in a small blue flash. The other grunts panic, turning to run. They are not brave soldiers. They are cannon fodder. You push deeper into the ship. You encounter another species. These are taller, leaner, with avian features. They carry portable energy shields on their wrists and fire needle-like projectiles from their weapons. The jackals. The Kigyar. They are cunning, and they fight from behind cover, a much greater threat than the grunts. Then, you hear it, a deep, guttural roar that echoes down the metal hallway. It is a sound of pure aggression, a sound that makes the grunts scatter in fear. You ready your weapon, bracing yourself against the bulkhead. A towering figure steps out of the shadows. It must be 8 feet tall, clad in sleek, ornate purple armor. Its head is reptilian, with a 4-mandibled mouth. In its hands, it holds a sword made of pure energy, a shimmering, deadly blade of plasma. This is an elite, a Sangheili, a warrior of the Covenant. It sees you. It does not hesitate. It charges, its energy sword humming. This is not a soldier. This is a knight, a creature that lives for battle and honor. You open fire, and your bullets spark and ricochet off its own energy shields. It is impossibly fast, closing the distance in a few long strides. This is your new enemy. Not a tired old colonel in a makeshift base, not a frightened rebel with a cheap rifle. This is a warrior race, technologically superior, physically imposing, and utterly convinced of their divine right to destroy you. This is the Covenant. The fight is brutal. Close quarters combat. You are strong, but so is it. You are fast, but so is it. This is a fight between equals, a dance of death in a narrow corridor lit by the flashes of plasma and the glow of energy swords. You prevail. But it is a hard-won victory. As you stand over the fallen elite, its energy sword flickering and dying on the floor, you understand the scale of the challenge ahead. The war against the insurrectionists was a police action. This is a war for the survival of your entire species. The years begin to blur into a long, grinding campaign of loss. For every victory you achieve, humanity loses a dozen worlds. The war is a slow, inexorable retreat across the Orion arm of the galaxy. You fight on blasted colony worlds, in the wreckage of orbital stations, and in the vacuum of space. You see things that would break any normal soldier. You see planets turn to glass, their surfaces still glowing with heat years after the Covenant has moved on. You walk through silent cities, their buildings scorched and melted, the only sound the wind whistling through the ruins. You become a legend, a ghost story the Covenant tells their young. They call you the Demon, a green specter that cannot be killed. To the UNSC, you are a symbol of hope, the Master Chief, the one Spartan who can turn the tide of any battle. But you feel the cost. You lose friends. Sam is the first to fall, on a mission to destroy a Covenant ship. You see other Spartans, your brothers and sisters, fall in battle. Each loss is a piece of you chipped away. Your conditioning helps you to process the grief, to turn it into resolve. But it is still there, a cold, hard weight in your chest. You spend more time in your armor than out of it. It becomes your home, your real skin. The quiet hum of its systems is more familiar to you than your own heartbeat. The world outside the suit becomes a distant, abstract concept. You are on the bridge of a UNSC frigate, the Pillar of Autumn. It's a new ship, powerful, but it is just one ship against an entire empire. You are on your way to a new mission, a desperate gamble. A plan to capture one of the Covenant's religious leaders, one of the prophets, and force a truce. You stand motionless, looking out of the main view screen at the star field. The stars are a constant, a silent witness to this long and bloody war. You have been fighting for 27 years. You were a boy when it started. Now, you are a veteran of 100 campaigns. You have saved humanity time and again, but you have never been able to win the war. Then, the alarms begin to sound. A proximity alert. Your ship, on its top-secret mission, has been found. You have been followed from the fall of Reach, the fortress world that was supposed to be invincible. The Covenant fleet is massive. Dozens of ships materialize out of slip space, their purple hulls blotting out the stars. The Pillar of Autumn is fast, but it is hopelessly outgunned. Captain Keyes, his voice strained but steady, gives the order. A blind jump into deep space. Anywhere to get away. Anywhere to follow the Cole Protocol and lead the enemy away from Earth. The ship shudders as it enters slip space, the universe outside the view screen twisting into a tunnel of blue and white light. You grip a handhold to steady yourself. Your mission has failed before it even began. Now, you are just running. When the pillar of autumn finally emerges back into normal space, it is not to the quiet emptiness you expected. You have arrived somewhere else. Before you, hanging in the blackness of space, is a sight that defies belief. A giant ring, a colossal structure, thousands of miles in diameter, with a sun at its center. An artificial world. You don't know what it is. You don't know who built it. But the Covenant followed you here. And they are looking at it with a sense of religious awe. You feel a sense of stillness amidst the chaos of the bridge alarms. This place is important. This ring world. You don't know why. But you know that the war you have been fighting for decades has just led you to its most crucial battlefield. Your name is Master Chief Petty Officer John, 1117, and you are about to step onto a world called Halo. From the viewport of the damaged frigate, you watch the battle end. Not with a final glorious explosion or a heroic last stand. It simply stops. The last of the UNSC ships are either crippled or destroyed. All that remains is a field of debris and the silent, imposing shapes of the Covenant fleet. They hang in the void, a collection of deep purple and shimmering silver, like jewels scattered on black velvet. There is no triumphant broadcast. No demand for surrender. There is only a profound and unnerving quiet. You feel the slight vibration of your ship's station keeping thrusters through the deck plates. Aboard the bridge, the only sounds are the low hum of life support and the soft, defeated tones of damage control reports. Every eye is fixed on the view screen. The Covenant ships begin to move, not towards you, but into a precise, almost ceremonial formation above the planet. Harvest. Below them, it still looks serene, a world of rolling green plains and calm blue seas, a place of homes and farms, a place you were sent to protect. Then it begins. From the belly of the largest Covenant vessel, a beam of energy descends. It is not like the weapons you have seen so far. It is not a bolt or a missile. It is a continuous, unwavering lance of brilliant white-blue light. It moves with a slow, deliberate grace, as if an artist were drawing a line upon a canvas. In the dead silence of space, this act of immense power is completely soundless. It is terrifying in its tranquility. The beam touches the northern continent. There is no explosion in the way a human mind expects. Instead, the point of contact blooms. The land itself flashes white, a circle of incandescence that spreads outwards, turning the greens and browns of the landscape into a searing, liquid orange. The planet's atmosphere boils around the point of impact, peeling back like scorched paper to reveal the raw, superheated crust beneath. More beams join the first. One by one, the other Covenant ships add their power to the assault. A dreadful web of energy crisscrosses the hemisphere facing you. They move in patient, overlapping patterns, erasing the world below. They are not merely destroying cities. They are unmaking the very planet. This is not war as you have ever understood it. This is extermination on a geological scale. You watch as continents are systematically scoured, their surfaces melting and fusing into a sea of blackened, reflective glass. Mountain ranges slump and dissolve into glowing rivers of slag. The great oceans, which cover 2/3 of the world, begin to steam. Vast plumes of superheated water vapor rise into the upper atmosphere, catching the terrible light of the plasma beams and glowing like ethereal ghosts fleeing a dying world. A coldness settles deep within you, a chill that has nothing to do with the temperature on the bridge. It is the cold of understanding. The Covenant do not want territory. They do not want resources. They want erasure. Every human life on that world, every memory, every blade of grass is being turned to ash and glass. The weight of your Mjolnir armor, usually a comfort, suddenly feels like the casing of a tomb. Your purpose has just been rewritten. The insurrectionists, the rebels you were trained to fight, they feel like a distant memory from another lifetime. Now, there is only this new, absolute enemy. The command comes through the ship's internal comms, a voice strained with grief and disbelief. All surviving units, disengage. Repeat, disengage. Fall back to the rally point. We are leaving. The words hang in the air, an admission of a defeat so total it feels like a sin. To leave is to abandon millions to this fate, but to stay is to die with them, achieving nothing. Logic and duty war with the primal instinct to fight, to do something, but there is nothing to be done. Your ship slowly turns, its damaged engines groaning in protest. As it aligns for the jump to slip space, you take one last look at Harvest. It is no longer a world of blue and green. It is a charnel sphere, glowing a malevolent orange-red in the darkness. Patches of its surface now reflect the starlight with a glassy, unnatural sheen. It is a monument to a new kind of war, a war for the survival of your entire species. The stars outside the viewport elongate, stretching into lines of blue and white light as the Shaw Fujikawa Drive engages. The tortured world of Harvest vanishes from view, replaced by the surreal, non-Euclidean tunnel of slipstream space. But the image is burned into your memory. The silent beams, the boiling seas, the birth of a glass planet. It is a memory you will carry with you into every battle to come. A silent vow, made in the cold darkness between worlds, that you will not let this happen again. The war is no longer a surprise. It has become the rhythm of your life. The sudden shock of Harvest has faded into a long, grinding decade of attrition. You have grown into your armor, and it has grown into you. They are almost indistinguishable now. A second skin of metal and memory. You are standing on the observation deck of a prowler, a ship designed to be a ghost. Outside, the universe is a silent, velvet black, punctured by the cold, distant light of stars that have no names you would recognize. This ship doesn't hum with the powerful thrum of a frigate's engines. No, it is a whisper, a faint vibration you can just feel in the soles of your heavy boots. It is the sound of invisibility. The air you breathe is clean, recycled, with a faint metallic tang you stopped noticing years ago. It's the scent of duty, the scent of the void. You are on your way to a place no human has ever willingly gone, a place deep within the star charts of your enemy. Operation Silent Storm. You have to hand it to the Office of Naval Intelligence. They never miss a chance for a little bit of drama with their code names. Your mission is not to fight a battle you cannot win, not to charge headlong into the fire. It is to be a scalpel, not a hammer. You and your fellow Spartans, your brothers and sisters, are to infiltrate a Covenant world, learn how they find your colonies with such deadly accuracy, and get out without ever being seen. It sounds simple on a datapad, a clean series of objectives and waypoints, but you know the truth of these things. A plan is just a hope written down, Reality is always colder, harder, and far more unpredictable. You rest your helmet against the cool plasteel of the viewport. The material is thick, designed to bleed vacuum energy and micrometeorites, and it leaches the warmth from your forehead, grounding you. Out there, in the sea of night, is the Covenant fleet you are to slip through. A congregation of leviathans, their hulls a strange, mesmerizing purple, like a deep bruise against the stars. They move with a grace that feels impossible for their size, like great whales gliding through an ocean of nothing. You watch their energy shields shimmer, a faint iridescence that catches the light of a nearby nebula. It is a beautiful sight, a deadly, terrible beauty. The kind of beauty that has glassed a dozen human worlds. Cortana's voice doesn't echo in the chamber. It just appears. Directly inside your skull, a familiar presence that is both comforting and profoundly strange. They're not scanning for a ship this small, she says. Her voice is calm, a placid lake in the storm of your reality. They're expecting a fleet. Arrogance is a useful weakness. You don't reply. No need. She knows your thoughts as well as you do. Your focus is absolute. You are watching the patrol routes, memorizing the gaps, feeling the rhythm of their passage. It is a dance, and you must learn the steps perfectly before you join. The Prowler begins its final approach. The faint vibration in the deck deepens slightly as the pilot makes minute adjustments, nudging the ship through gravitic eddies left in the wake of the Covenant cruisers. You feel a sense of stillness descend. The quiet focus that comes before every mission. It is a state of being. You know better than any other. Better than rest. Better than peace. The world below is called Joist. Not a military stronghold or a major hub. It's a secondary base, a supply depot. But ONI believes the Covenant are housing something important here. A piece of technology. A key. Something that lets them unlock the locations of humanity's most secret worlds. As the planet grows in the viewport, you see its colors. Not the familiar blues and greens of home, but swirls of ochre and deep crimson. The clouds are a pale, sickly yellow, moving sluggishly across the alien continents. You can feel the different gravity take hold as you descend, a subtle but insistent pull, a constant reminder that you are very, very far from home. The landing is silent. No screech of tires, no roar of engines. The ship settles into a deep, shadowed canyon like a leaf falling onto still water. For a long moment, there is only the sound of the life support systems, a gentle, rhythmic sigh. Then, the hiss of the deployment ramp lowering onto alien soil. You step out, and the air of Joist meets your armor's sensors. It is thin, rich in inert gases you cannot breathe. There is a smell, filtered and analyzed before it reaches you. The scent of strange dust and exotic pollens. The scent of a world that is not yours. And so you move. Blue Team. Fred, Kelly, Linda. Names that mean more to you than your own, your family. You move without a sound, speaking a silent language of hand signals and tiny shifts in posture you've shared since you were all just children in a place that was not a school. The rock of the canyon is sharp and brittle under your boots. It crunches with a sound like broken glass. The canyon walls rise high on either side, blotting out the sky. The light here is dim, filtered through those yellow clouds above. It gives everything a jaundiced, dreamlike quality. You move with a purpose that is both swift and silent. Each footfall is placed with absolute precision. You are a phantom in half-ton armor, a contradiction that the Covenant has never been able to resolve. They see you as a demon. They don't understand the quiet discipline that makes you so effective. The target is a forerunner structure, ancient, powerful. The Covenant revere these places. They build their temples and their fortresses around them. To them, it is a holy site. To you, it is an objective. As you approach, you see it. A great silver spire that pierces the yellow clouds. Its surface is smooth, seamless, showing no signs of construction. It seems to have grown out of the planet itself. The architecture is impossible, really. It plays tricks on your eyes, with angles and curves that your human brain struggles to process. The Covenant have built their base around the spire's foundation. Their buildings are bulbous and purple, a stark, almost crude contrast to the elegant silver of the Forerunner structure. You can hear them now. A low, guttural chanting that echoes through the canyons, the sound of their faith. The texture of the air changes as you get closer. There's a hum now, a low-frequency vibration that you feel in your bones. The Forerunner spire is active. It is radiating a power that is ancient and immense. It feels like standing next to a sleeping god. Infiltration is patience. You watch the patrols. Ungoi, small and skittish, chattering in their high-pitched voices. Kigyar, bird-like and sharp, their eyes missing nothing. And the elites, the Sangheili, tall and proud in their gleaming armor. They move with the confidence of true believers. You find your way in through a ventilation conduit, the opening barely wide enough for your armor. You have to pull yourself through, the metal of your suit scraping against the alien alloy of the shaft. For a moment, you are wedged between two worlds. The air in the conduit is stale, thick with the smell of ozone and recycled Covenant air. Inside, the base is a labyrinth of curved corridors and high-ceilinged chambers. The light is a dim purple glow, emanating from crystals embedded in the walls. It casts long, dancing shadows that make it easy to move undetected. Your goal is the central control room, at the base of the spire. Cortana is your guide, a whisper in your ear. Left here, Chief. There's a patrol of 2 elites ahead. Let them pass. You press yourself into an alcove, your armor's camouflage systems bending the light around you. You become a distortion in the air, a ghost in the machine. The elites stride past, their 4-jointed legs making a soft, rhythmic clicking on the deck. They speak in their own tongue, a series of complex growls and hisses. You don't understand the words, but you understand the tone. It is the sound of absolute certainty, the sound of zealots. You wait until they are gone, the sound of their footsteps fading down the corridor. Then you move on. The silence of your own passage is profound. You are the absence of sound in a place filled with the noise of your enemy. You reach the control room. It is a vast, circular chamber. In the center, floating in a beam of soft light, is a holographic representation of the galaxy. But it is not the galaxy you know. It is dotted with lines and symbols, a map of humanity's worlds. This is it. The navigation device. The Covenant aren't finding your worlds by chance. They're using this artifact. It's pointing them to you. Cortana gets to work immediately. Data streams into your helmet's display. Code, algorithms, star charts. I've got it, she says, her voice tight with concentration. "I'm copying everything. But they have layers of security I've never seen before. It's going to take time." Time is the one thing you do not have. An alarm begins to chime, a soft, melodic sound, not a harsh klaxon, but its meaning is the same. You've been discovered. The mission changes. No longer about stealth. Now, it is about survival. You plant a small nuclear device, a parting gift from ONI, a way to erase your footprints. Then you fight your way out. The exit is not the same as the entrance. It is louder, more direct. You move through the base like a force of nature. Your assault rifle is a whisper compared to the roar of their plasma weapons. Green and blue bolts of energy sear the air around you. The smell of superheated air and burnt metal fills the corridors. You don't feel anger or fear. You feel a cold, clear focus. Each movement is precise. Each shot finds its mark. You are a finely tuned instrument of war, and this is your purpose. The rest of Blue Team is a blur of motion beside you, a perfectly synchronized unit of destruction. You emerge back into the jaundiced light of Joist, the sounds of battle echoing behind you. The Prowler is waiting, its ramp down, a dark promise of safety. You run across the brittle alien ground, the Covenant forces spilling out of the base behind you. As the last Spartan gets aboard, the ramp rises, sealing you inside. The ship lifts off with a silent, powerful surge. You look back through the viewport at the Covenant base. It is a swarm of activity, like a kicked anthill. Then, a flash of light brighter than the local sun. The nuke detonates. For a single, silent moment, it creates a new star on the surface of Joist. And then, it is gone. And so are you. Leaving nothing behind but a cloud of radioactive dust and a deep, glassy crater where a holy site once stood. The journey back is as quiet as the journey out. But something has changed. You have looked into the heart of your enemy's machine. You have seen their methods. But more than that, you have confirmation of a deeper fear. The Covenant are not just fighting a war. They are on a crusade, and their faith is guided by the ghosts of a long-dead civilization. You stand on the observation deck again, watching the stars blur into lines as you enter slip space. The mission was a success. You have the data, you have struck a blow, but it feels small, a single drop in an ocean of conflict. And you think of the worlds that have already been lost. The names are a quiet litany in your mind. Harvest, Madrigal, Eridanus, 2, Jericho, Jericho, 7, each one a monument to a battle fought and lost, each one a ghost. Imagine you are standing on one of those worlds now. Jericho 7. There is no life here, no birdsong, no wind whistling through trees. There is only the silence of the glass. The ground beneath your boots is not soil or rock. It is a solid sheet of obsidian, black and reflective. The Covenant fleet hung in the sky for weeks, their energy projectors lancing down, superheating the planet's crust until it melted into a liquid slag. And then it cooled into this. A smooth, dark mirror that stretches to the horizon in every direction. You can feel a faint warmth radiating up from the ground, the last residual heat of a planetary execution. There is no atmosphere left to speak of. Above you, the sky is a perfect, star-dusted black. You can see the faint swirl of the Milky Way, a sight no one on the surface of Jericho 7 ever saw with such clarity when the world was alive. You walk across the glass. Your heavy footsteps make no sound. The only noise is the gentle hum of your armor's life support and the sound of your own breathing, amplified in the confines of your helmet. A lonely sound. The sound of the last man on a dead world. You remember the battle for this place, not as a series of tactical decisions and firefights, but as a feeling of overwhelming odds, of being an anchor against a tidal wave that simply washed over you. There were millions of soldiers here. Army troopers, Marines, ordinary men and women standing against an enemy they could not comprehend. You and the other Spartans were here. You fought until your ammunition ran dry and your armor was scarred and pitted. You inflicted terrible losses on the Covenant. You were the demons they whispered about. But it was not enough. It was never enough. You look down at the glass beneath your feet. It is so pure, so black, that you can see your own reflection. A giant of green metal staring back up at you from the depths of a dead world. You see the reflection of the stars in your visor. It looks like you have a galaxy trapped inside your head. In some places, the glass is not perfectly smooth. There are faint outlines trapped within it. The ghostly shapes of buildings, the shadow of a city square, the spectral image of a world that was, preserved forever in its own tombstone. A graveyard and a monument, all in one. You feel the weight of it, not just the physical weight of your armor, but the weight of all these ghosts, all these lost worlds. The UNSC calls you a hero, a savior. They put your image on recruiting posters. They tell stories of your victories. They never tell the stories of the places you could not save. You kneel down and place a gauntleted hand on the surface of the glass. It is smooth and cool to the touch, even through the layers of your glove. Have you ever walked into a very old building and felt that the silence has weight? It's like that here. You are touching the final, silent scream of a planet. There is a profound stillness here, a peace that can only be found in absolute desolation. This is the price of the war. Not just the lives of soldiers, but the lives of entire worlds. The loss of futures that will never happen. The silencing of songs that will never be sung. You are a guardian who has outlived so much of what you were created to protect. The loneliness of it is a physical presence. It settles over you like a shroud. You are surrounded by your brothers and sisters, the other Spartans. But even among them, there is an isolation. Each of you carries the ghosts of your own battles, the memories of your own failures. And the losses are not just of places. They are of people. Your people. The war has a cost, and it demands payment in flesh and blood, even the blood of Spartans. Picture a different place. Not a glassed world, but a cold, sterile debriefing room aboard a UNSC carrier. The lights are a low, functional white. The air smells of polished metal and antiseptic. You are standing before a holographic display, showing the details of operation. Prometheus. It was supposed to be a decisive strike, a mission to destroy a key Covenant command and control center, a fleet of ships, an army of Marines, and 3 full teams of Spartans, 30 of your siblings deployed to a single world. An unprecedented concentration of force. It was a trap. The memory plays in your mind, unbidden. not as a coherent narrative, but as a series of stark, silent images. The overwhelming number of Covenant ships that emerged from slipspace, the sky turning purple with their hulls, the green and blue fire that rained down from orbit. You see the face of a fellow Spartan, their helmet shattered, their eyes wide with surprise. You see the flash of an energy sword and a green armored figure falling. You hear the frantic, overlapping chatter on the comms channel, a symphony of desperation. And then, slowly, one by one, the signals winking out. A life support monitor flatlining, a name turning from green to red on your HUD. You remember the feeling of your armor's energy shields failing, the percussive impact of plasma bolts against your titanium plating, the smell of your own flesh burning where the armor was breached. The pain was a distant thing, a signal from a part of you that barely seemed to matter anymore. Only a handful of you made it out, you and 4 others, pulled from the jaws of defeat by a brave frigate captain who sacrificed his ship to buy you a few precious seconds to escape. You carry the memory of his face, too, another ghost to add to the collection. Back in the debriefing room, the ONI official, a man with a face like worn leather, calls it a Pyrrhic victory. You destroyed the target, but the cost was staggering. He talks about acceptable losses, about the strategic calculus of war. His words are meaningless, just noise. You are looking at the list of the fallen, names you have known since you were 6 years old. Samuel, Kurt, Sheila, Grace. Each name is a phantom limb, an ache for a part of you that is now gone forever. You were raised to be a unit, a single entity in many bodies. Now, that entity is broken. Later, you stand in the memorial hall. It is a quiet, circular room, the walls lined with black marble. The names of every fallen Spartan are carved into the stone, their service numbers beside them. There are so many names now. The wall is filling up far too quickly. You trace a finger over one of the names. The stone is cold and smooth. It feels so permanent, so final. You wonder what they would think, the ones who are gone. Would they see this as an honor or as a cold comfort for a life cut short? The UNSC tells the public that Spartans never die. They are just listed as missing in action. It's a useful lie. It maintains morale. It turns you from soldiers into legends. But you are here, in this quiet room, and you know the truth. Spartans die. They die in fire and in pain, far from home. And the only ones who mourn them are each other. The weight of leadership settles more heavily on your shoulders. With so many gone, you are one of the few remaining veterans of the program's first generation. The younger Spartans, the Spartan Thirds, they look to you. They see the legend. They do not see the man inside the armor, carrying the weight of all these names. You feel a profound weariness, a fatigue that has nothing to do with physical exhaustion. It is a weariness of the soul. You have been fighting for so long. You have seen so much death. You have lost so much. And still, the war grinds on, relentless, insatiable. There are quiet moments in between the battles, moments in the cryotube, floating in the cold, dreamless sleep between star systems, or moments like this, standing alone in a silent hall of memories. In these moments, you allow yourself to feel it, the grief, the loss, the crushing responsibility. But then the call comes again, a new mission, a new world to defend. a new fire to walk through. And you put the grief away. You lock it in a box deep inside you. You put on the helmet. You become the Master Chief again. The demon, the legend, the hope of humanity. You do it because it is your duty. You do it because you are all that stands between humanity and extinction. And you do it for them, for the names on the wall, so that their sacrifice will not have been in vain. This is the silent promise you make here in the cold memorial hall. You will not falter. You will not break. You will see this through to the end, whatever the cost. The years pass. They blur into a continuous montage of war. The names of the battles become a meaningless jumble. Sigma Octanus, the Siege of Paris. 4. The Battle of 100 Stars. Each one is a story of fire, of loss, and of small, desperate victories. Your armor is no longer the pristine green it once was. It is a tapestry of scars. A deep gouge on the chest plate from an energy sword, a peppering of small craters on the shoulder from a plasma grenade, a crack in the visor sealed from the inside. Each mark is a memory, a story of survival against impossible odds. You have become something more than a soldier. You are a symbol. When you walk onto a battlefield, you can feel the change in the morale of the Marines. You can see the hope in their eyes. They believe you are invincible. You know you are not. But you let them believe. Because in a war like this, belief is a weapon in itself. And now, you are approaching the end of a long journey. You are on a ship called the Pillar of Autumn. A Halcyon-class cruiser, old but powerful. A reliable workhorse of the fleet. You are heading towards a world that represents humanity's last, best hope. A fortress world. The heart of the UNSC's military power. Reach. The name itself is a promise. A symbol of humanity's grasp for the stars. It is home to the Spartan program. It is where you were born, in a sense, where you were forged. For you, it is more than just a military base. It is the closest thing to home you have ever known. You are standing not on an observation deck, but in a quiet corner of the hangar bay. The air is thick with the smell of hydraulic fluid and ozone. The floor plates beneath your feet vibrate with the steady, reassuring pulse of the ship's fusion reactor. It is a familiar, comforting rhythm. You are looking at the planet through a force field that holds in the bay's atmosphere. Reach is a jewel of blue and green, swirled with white clouds. It looks peaceful from up here. Alive. It is everything you have been fighting to protect, crystallized into a single, beautiful sphere. You remember moments of leave on this world, rare, stolen hours of peace. The feeling of taking off your helmet and breathing real air, the scent of pine trees on a mountain breeze, the feel of soft grass beneath your hands. These are the sensory memories you fight for. The simple, beautiful things that the Covenant would burn away without a second thought. There is a new mission waiting for you on Reach. A plan so audacious, so desperate, that it could only have been conceived at the 11th hour of a losing war. Operation Red Flag. The plan is to capture a Covenant prophet and use them to broker a truce. A truce you know in your gut will never happen. To do this, you need a ship, a Covenant ship, and you need to find their homeworld. Cortana, now a permanent resident in your armor, has been analyzing the data you recovered from Joist all those years ago. She believes she is close to finding a location, the final piece of the puzzle. There is a sense of finality in the air, a feeling that all the long, bloody years of this war are converging on this one place, this one moment. The fate of humanity is balanced on a knife's edge. You feel a calm settle over you. It is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. You have faced the worst the galaxy can throw at you, and you are still standing. You have lost friends, family, and pieces of yourself, but you are not broken. You are the Master Chief. You are Spartan 1117, and you are ready for what comes next. You look out at the beautiful, doomed world of Reach, and you know that you will do whatever it takes to protect it, to protect them all. You touch the side of your helmet, a silent signal to Cortana. Her presence in your mind is a cool, steadying counterpoint to the quiet fire of your resolve. You are a team. A partnership between the greatest soldier in human history and the most advanced artificial intelligence ever created. Together, you are more than the sum of your parts. You are humanity's sword and its shield, its last hope. The long war has forged you into this weapon. And now, the final battle is about to begin. The ghosts of the past are watching, and you will not let them down. And now, you are a ghost yourself, a passenger on a ship running from a graveyard, the Pillar of Autumn. Its name feels like a bitter irony now. It is not a pillar holding anything up, but a splinter fleeing a collapsed temple. You stand on the observation deck looking not at a beautiful nebula or a field of stars, but at the fading light of a funeral pyre. Reach. The jewel of the UNSC's military might now a memory etched in fire and glass. The low hum of the ship's engines is the only sound that fills the silence. It is a constant thrum beneath the deck, plates of vibration you feel in your bones through the soles of your magnetic boots. There are no other Spartans here. No familiar voices on your private comm channel. No quiet nod from a brother or sister across the hangar bay. The silence they have left behind is louder than any explosion. It is a vacuum that pulls at your thoughts. You remember their call signs, their numbers, their small human habits that the files never recorded. Cortana's voice shimmers in your mind, a soft blue light against the gray metal of your thoughts. She is running calculations on the slip-space jump, a desperate random vector into the deep black. She is processing the overwhelming loss of data of personnel of strategic assets. But she is also aware of your state. Her presence is a cool hand on a fevered brow. She does not offer condolences. She knows you would not want them. Instead, she offers focus. A future. A mission. You feel the weight of your armor in a way you have not for years. It is not the physical tonnage of the titanium composites and hydrostatic gel. It is the weight of what it represents. You are the last of your kind active in this battle space. This suit of armor, this MJ Oliner shell, is no longer just a weapon. It is a reliquary. It carries the legacy of all the others who fell wearing its twin. It is a promise you made to Dr. Halsey, a promise you made to yourself on the cold training grounds of Reach so long ago. You would be the shield for humanity, even if you are the only piece of that shield left. Walking the corridors of the autumn is a strange experience. The crew parts before you like the sea. They look at you with a mixture of awe and a deep sadness. They see a savior, a demon of the battlefield, a 7-foot giant clad in green. But you know they also see a ghost, a reminder of the home they just lost, a symbol of a war so long and so brutal that it has forged beings like you to fight it. You hear their whispers as you pass, but you do not listen. Their world is not your world. Your world is the mission timer, the ammo counter, the faint green line of your motion tracker. Captain Keyes has given you the objective. Protect the ship's navigation data. Protect Cortana. She holds the key to everything. The location of Earth. The secrets of the war. Her existence within your helmet, within this ship, is the most important fact in the universe right now. It is a responsibility you accept without question. It is simple. It is clear. In the chaos of a galaxy in flames, clarity is a rare and precious thing. Your destination is the cryo bay. The long walk there is a kind of meditation. Each step is deliberate, each breath controlled. The air in the ship is recycled, filtered, and sterile. It carries no scent of home, no trace of the world you just left behind. It is the sterile air of the void, a prelude to the cold sleep that awaits you. For a soldier, sleep is not rest. It is a state of readiness, a waiting period between battles. You have slept this way many times before, floating in the cold dark between one war zone and the next. The cryo tube stands open like a sarcophagus. The technicians give you your space, their movements precise and respectful. They know the ritual. You step inside, and the door hisses shut, sealing you in. Through the frosted glass, you see their blurred shapes moving away. The first touch of the cryo gas is a cold mist at your feet, rising slowly. It does not sting. It feels like peace, like sinking into a deep, cold lake on a summer's day. I'll let you know if I need you. Cortana's voice is the last thing you hear. It is calm and confident, a single point of light in the coming darkness. You close your eyes. The ghosts of the long war are quiet now. The fires of Reach are behind you. Ahead there is only the unknown, the deep and dreamless sleep of a soldier, waiting for the next wake-up call, waiting for the next war. For now, though, there is only stillness, and the silent promise of a new dawn somewhere out there in the dark. Let the world outside gently fade away. Take a slow, deep breath, and let it go. There is nothing for you to do right now, nothing to solve, nowhere you need to be, except here, in this quiet space, in this moment of calm. Allow your body to feel heavy, to sink into the surface beneath you, and let your mind begin to drift. Picture yourself floating, not in water, but in the deep, silent velvet of space. You are inside a suit of armor, a second skin of metal and polymer. It is not heavy, not here. In the absence of weight, it is simply a part of you. Your breathing is a soft, steady rhythm in your own ears, the only sound in the universe. Before you is a world, a sphere of blue and white and ochre, hanging like a jewel against an infinite black cloth. This is Reach, the fortress world. Humanity's greatest bastion, the place we all thought was unbreakable. From this distance, it looks so peaceful, perfect. The gentle curve of the planet is reassuring. The scattered lights of its cities, a familiar comfort. But you are not here to admire the view. You are here because that peace is a fragile, temporary thing. You are the Master Chief. And this is how it all fell apart. For now, there is only the quiet. The low, almost undetectable hum of your suit's life support. The slow, rhythmic beat of your own heart. and the vast, silent spectacle of a world on the very edge of history. The Pillar of Autumn, the ship that carries you, is a silent shadow nearby. Her engines are cold, waiting just as you are, waiting for the signal, waiting for the inevitable. The cold of space does not touch you. Your suit maintains a perfect, steady temperature, a constant, gentle warmth that holds you like a second skin. But you can feel the coldness of this moment in a different way. You know that feeling when the air goes still and heavy just before a thunderstorm breaks? It's like that. A calm before a storm so vast it will reshape the galaxy. You drift slowly, turning in an elegant, controlled arc. The Milky Way is a slash of diamond dust across the sky. Nebulae hang like soft, colored smoke in the distance. It's beautiful. Terribly, heartbreakingly beautiful. It's a sight that makes you feel both immeasurably large, a protector clad in thunder, and impossibly small, a single soul adrift in an uncaring cosmos. This is the duality of your existence, a weapon of immense power, and a person, quiet and alone, inside the machine. Reach continues its silent turn below, a world of brave soldiers, of hopeful colonists, of families living their lives, completely unaware of the fleet that gathers just beyond their sight, unaware of the shadow that is about to fall. Your job is not to feel. Your conditioning, your training, your entire life has been about stripping away emotion to leave only focus. And yet, in this silent moment, looking down at the sleeping world you are sworn to protect, a feeling finds its way through. It is not fear. It is not anger. It is a deep, profound sense of purpose, a quiet resolve. This is what you were made for. This moment, this defense, this last impossible stand. The call will come soon. The voice of Captain Keyes, or the calm, synthesized tones of the artificial intelligence Cortana. They will break this silence and set destiny in motion. But for now, embrace this quiet, this final, peaceful moment. Let the sight of the world fill your vision. Let the silence of the void fill your ears. Let the steady rhythm of your breathing be your anchor. You are floating. You are waiting. You are ready. And all is still. You are back on the ship now. The Pillar of Autumn. The transition from the void to the metallic corridors is seamless. The magnetic clamps in your boots engage with a soft, satisfying thump. Gravity returns, a gentle, reassuring pressure. The corridors are lit by cool, white light strips. The air tastes clean, recycled, with that faint metallic tang of ozone from the power conduits. It's the smell of home, or the closest thing you have to it. You walk the length of the ship. Your footsteps are heavy but quiet on the deck plating. The crew you pass give you a wide berth, not out of fear, but out of respect. Awe. You are a living legend to them, a myth in green armor. They see the helmet, the golden visor. They do not see the man inside. You are used to this separation. It is another layer of armor. Your destination is the bridge, a place of calm, controlled energy. Technicians sit at their stations, their faces illuminated by the soft glow of data screens. The main view screen no longer shows the beautiful sphere of reach. It shows tactical data, numbers, trajectories, threat assessments. Captain Keyes stands in the center of the room, his hands clasped behind his back, his face a mask of concentration. He acknowledges you with a slight nod. Words aren't necessary. You've known each other for years. fought together, survived together. He directs your attention to a blinking red icon on the main tactical map, a communications relay. It has gone silent. One by one, over the last hour, others have followed. A creeping, silent wave of darkness is spreading across the system. It is subtle. No explosions, no frantic distress calls, just silence. A silence that is far more terrifying than any scream. It is the signature of the Covenant. They are here, and they are being methodical. They are blinding. Reach before they strike. Cortana's avatar shimmers into existence on a nearby holotank, a small, blue figure of light. Her voice is calm, but there's an edge to it, a sharpness of concern that cuts through the quiet hum of the bridge. She confirms the worst fears. The data patterns are unmistakable. A Covenant fleet, larger than any you have ever encountered. This is not a scouting party, not a raiding force. This is an invasion. You feel the gentle vibration of the ship's engines through the soles of your boots as they begin to power up. The low hum deepens, becoming a resonant thrum that you can feel in your chest. The ship is coming alive, shaking off its slumber. The defensive reach has begun, not with a bang, but with a quiet, dawning horror. A shared understanding among the crew on the bridge. This is it. The space battle, when it comes, is not a cacophony of noise. From the bridge of the Pillar of Autumn, held in reserve, it is a silent ballet of light and destruction. The view screen shows the orbital defense platforms, the super Mach guns, sleeping giants built to repel any attack. You watch as they fire. Great lances of light, brighter than any star, cross the blackness. They move with impossible speed. There is no sound, just brilliant, terrifying light. Then the Covenant fleet arrives. They tear through space-time, emerging from slip space with a ripple of distorted light. They are not like human ships. They are organic, curved, flowing, all purples and silvers like deep-sea creatures. Their shapes are beautiful and utterly alien. They dwarf the human ships, a school of tiny silver fish facing down a pod of colossal whales. The sheer scale is difficult to process. The largest ship, a CSO-class supercarrier, is nearly 30 kilometers long. A mobile moon, a weapon of planetary destruction. The Mach rounds strike the Covenant shields. The impacts are not explosions. They are silent blossoms of energy, coronas of blue and white light that ripple across the curved hulls. The shields hold. The human fleet, the brave defenders of Reach, throw everything they have. Missiles trace silver lines across the black. Lasers add silent, red flashes to the unfolding chaos. It is a storm of light, a deadly, silent firework display. The Covenant return fire. Their weapons are plasma, great globes of incandescent green and blue energy. They move slower than human weapons, but they hit with unimaginable force. When they strike a human ship, the vessel does not simply explode. It vanishes, consumed by a sun-hot fire, a brief, brilliant flash, and then nothing, just expanding gas and molten debris. Ship after ship winks out of existence. Each flash of light is a story ending, a crew of hundreds, gone in an instant. You stand on the bridge and you watch. Your armor is still, your breathing is even. Inside the helmet, your eyes absorb every detail, processing it all, calculating trajectories, identifying weaknesses, preparing for your role in this desperate defense. There is a deep, cold sadness to it, watching the destruction of so much courage, so much sacrifice. But you do not let it overwhelm you. It is fuel. It sharpens your focus. The battle for the soul of humanity is being fought in the silent heavens above Reach. And soon, it will be time for you to join the fight. The order comes, as you knew it would. A crucial part of Reach's defense is a series of ground-based power generators for the Supermac guns. If they go down, the last line of orbital defense falls. One of the generators has gone dark. Sabotage. A Covenant ground team has slipped through the chaos. Your mission is simple. Get to the surface, get to that generator, and defend it with the other Spartans already there. You are to be their last resort, their final, unbreachable wall. You are in the hangar bay. The air is thick with the smell of hydraulic fluid and hot metal. The noise is immense. The roar of Pelican dropships preparing for launch, their engines screaming, washing the deck in waves of heat. Ground crews hurry back and forth, securing equipment, running final checks. It is organized chaos. A hive focused on a single purpose: getting the soldiers to the fight. You step onto the ramp of your Pelican. Inside, the roar is muffled, but the vibration is intense. It shudders up through your legs and into your bones. A team of orbital drop shock troopers, the ODSTs, are already strapped in. They're the best of the best, after the Spartans. They sit in silence, faces hidden behind dark helmets, each one lost in their own thoughts before battle. The ramp hisses shut. The interior is plunged into a dim red light. The ship lurches as it lifts off the deck, a moment of weightlessness, and then the powerful engines kick in, pressing you back into your seat. The journey to the surface has begun. There are no windows in the troop bay, no way to see the battle raging outside. But you can feel it. The Pelican shudders as nearby explosions rocket. The pilot's voice comes over the intercom, calm and professional, calling out evasive maneuvers. You close your eyes. You can picture it perfectly. The silent flashes of light, the burning hulks of ships, the beautiful, deadly dance of destruction. Instead, you focus on the feeling of the descent. The ship hits the atmosphere. The vibration changes. It's a rough, raw power now. The air outside the hull becomes a superheated plasma, screaming as it scrapes against the ship's plating. You can hear a low, deep roar, the sound of a world fighting back against your arrival. A controlled fall from heaven into hell. The pilot's voice comes again, announcing your approach. The red light inside the cabin is hypnotic. The faces of the ODSTs are shadows. You can hear their breathing over the intercom, a little faster now. The reality of the ground is approaching. You check your assault rifle. The mechanism is clean. The magazine is full. It feels balanced in your hands, a familiar weight, an extension of your will. The ramp will open soon, and you will step out into the long night of Reach. The Pelican touches down hard, a controlled crash. The ramp slams down before the dust has even settled, and the red light is replaced by the gray, smoke-filled twilight. The air that rushes in is cold and smells of burning pine and energized plasma. The smell of invasion. The ODSTs are already moving, fanning out. You are the last one out. You step onto the soil of Reach. It is soft under your boots. Real. A welcome change from hard metal decks. You are in the mountainous Veery territory. The peaks rise around you like ancient, sleeping giants. Their slopes were covered in forests. Now, Great swaths are on fire, casting a hellish, flickering orange light against the smoke-choked sky. Distant explosions rumble through the ground, a constant, low thunder. The silent ballet of space is gone, replaced by the brutal, noisy reality of a ground war. Above, the sky is a canvas of chaos. You can see the flashes of the orbital battle through the smoke. Friendly and enemy fighters dogfight, leaving fleeting trails of light. Occasionally, something large and burning falls from the sky, a man-made meteor streaking towards its final resting place. The sheer scale of it is breathtaking. A war being fought from the highest orbit to the very soil beneath your feet. Your objective is a squat, gray, concrete structure nestled in a valley ahead, the orbital defense generator. It seems so small, so insignificant, yet the fate of the planet may rest on this single building. A small team of your fellow Spartans, Blue Team, are already there, holding the line. You need to get to them. You begin to move, a steady, ground-eating jog. Your armor absorbs the impact, making your movement seem almost effortless through the burning forest. The heat from the flames warms the side of your helmet. Ash falls like a gentle, gray snow. It is beautiful, in a terrible way. The burning trees look like giant, glowing embers. The sounds of battle are distant enough to be almost peaceful. A deep, rhythmic drumming. You are in a world that is dying. You can feel its pain, its resistance. And you are here to be a part of that resistance. A tiny, green figure moving through a vast, burning landscape. A ghost, come to haunt the invaders. As you get closer, you see them. The Covenant. Grunts, small and methane-breathing, scuttling between rocks. Jackals with their energy shields perched on ridges. And the elites. Tall, powerful warriors in sleek armor, moving with a predatory grace. They are the heart of the Covenant military, and they are your true opponents. Your rifle comes up. The heads-up display in your visor highlights targets in red. You don't feel hatred, you don't feel anger. You feel a cold, clear purpose. They are an obstacle, a problem to be solved. And you are the solution. The first shots are fired. The quiet of your journey is over. The work has begun. Inside the generator facility, the battle has been fierce. The walls are scarred with plasma burns. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and cooked metal. Your fellow Spartans are here. Linda, Frederick, Kelly. They are holding a defensive line behind makeshift barricades, moving with a deadly, coordinated economy of motion that only Spartans possess. They see you arrive. No words are exchanged, but there is a shared sense of relief. The team is stronger. But you have brought something else with you. You have brought Cortana. Her data crystal chip is in a port at the base of your skull. She is not just an AI on a ship anymore. She is with you. Her consciousness is linked directly to your suit, to your mind. Her voice speaks not over a radio, but directly inside your head. A clear, calm thought that is not your own. It's good to see you, Chief. Her voice is a cool contrast to the heat of the battle. Analysis of the facility's data network is underway. The Covenant are attempting to overload the core. You don't reply with words. You don't need to. She can read your intent, your focus. She has access to your suit's diagnostics, your biometric data. She knows you better than anyone. In this moment, you are two minds working as one, a symbiosis of human intuition and artificial intelligence. You move to the main control room, the heart of the generator. The room is a wreck. Control panels are smashed. Wires spark and hiss. In the center is a large cylindrical core, pulsing with a soft blue light. Cortana flows out of your mind and into the station's systems, a ghost in the machine. She begins her own battle, a war of code and logic against the Covenant's hacking attempts. Her voice in your head is a constant stream of information. Enemy reinforcements approaching from the west corridor. Their plasma charges are designed to breach the core's containment field. I'm purging their viral code. Buy me some more time. She is your eyes and ears, seeing things you cannot, anticipating the enemy's moves. It is a partnership unlike any other. You are the body. She is the mind. Together, you are more than the sum of your parts. You defend the core. The Covenant come in waves. You and the other Spartans are a green wall of defiance. Your movements are precise. Every shot is a kill. You are not fighting with rage. You are working, performing a task for which you were designed. The sounds of the battle are a symphony of controlled violence. The punch of your rifle, the sizzle of plasma on your shields, the satisfying thud of an enemy falling. Through it all, Cortana's voice is a calming presence, a steady hand on the rudder in a violent storm. You feel a connection forming, a trust. You are entrusting her with your life, your mission, and she is entrusting you with her existence, a priceless strategic asset. And here she is, in the heart of a doomed battle, linked to a single soldier. It is a strange and profound intimacy, to share your thoughts, your senses, your very being with another consciousness. In the midst of all this destruction, a new kind of relationship is being forged, one that will change the course of the war. Time loses its meaning. The battle becomes a blur of motion and sound. You fight, you hold the line. But it is not enough. The sheer number of Covenant forces is overwhelming. For every one you defeat, 10 more take its place. The facility is beginning to crumble around you. Explosions shake the foundations. The lights flicker and die, plunging you into darkness, save for the emergency strobes and the flash of weapons fire. The call comes from Captain Keyes, the voice you do not want to hear, the order to retreat. The orbital defenses have failed. The Covenant have broken through. The battle for Reach is lost. All remaining UNSC forces are to fall back. Evacuate if they can. Survive. It is a bitter pill. You are not trained to retreat. You are trained to win. But this is not an end. It is a new, terrible beginning. Your new mission is to get Cortana off the planet. She has absorbed a vast amount of data from the Reach command network. Tactical information, star charts, and something else. Something the Covenant are looking for. She cannot be allowed to fall into their hands. Her survival is now more important than the planet itself. More important than your own life. You and the surviving Spartans begin your fighting retreat. Back through the corridors you just defended. Back out into the burning night of Reach. The landscape has changed. It is even more devastated. The sky is on fire. Covenant dropships are landing everywhere, disgorging endless legions. The air is thick with the whine of plasma bolts and the shriek of alien aircraft. It is a planet in its death throes. This is not a glorious battle. It is a desperate scramble for survival. Moving from cover to cover, using the burning forest, the shattered rocks, the husks of destroyed vehicles to shield your movements. You are no longer defenders. You are prey. The feeling is unfamiliar. unsettling, but you do not let it distract you. The mission is all that matters. Get Cortana to the Pillar of Autumn. You lose contact with the other Spartans. One by one, they are cut off or draw fire to allow you to escape. It is the Spartan way. Sacrifice for the good of the mission. You are alone now, just you. And the voice in your head. The weight of your responsibility is immense. The fate of this precious intelligence, the hope of humanity, it all rests on your shoulders. You feel its pressure like a physical thing, but you do not buckle. You were made to carry this burden. The walk back to the extraction point is long, a journey through a world of ghosts. You see the signs of the lost battle everywhere, the abandoned outposts, the empty trenches, the silent, fallen bodies of soldiers who made their last stand here. Each one is a testament to the bravery of Reach's defenders. You honor them with your silence, and by continuing the fight, by ensuring their sacrifice was not in vain. You reach the rendezvous point, a high, wind-swept plateau overlooking the smoldering ruins of a city. The Pillar of Autumn's ground forces are here. It is not a proud warship you see, but a makeshift fortress, a last bastion of defiance. Wounded soldiers are being ferried aboard. Technicians make frantic repairs. It is a scene of ordered desperation. Captain Keyes is there to meet you. His uniform is torn and stained with soot. His face is grim. But when he sees you, a flicker of hope crosses his features. You made it. You brought him Cortana. He takes the data crystal from your hand. For a moment, you feel a strange sense of loss, a silence in your mind where her voice used to be. The connection is broken. You are alone in your own head again. The orders are given. The Pillar of Autumn must lift off. Now. There is no time for survivors, no time for rescue missions. The Covenant fleet is closing in, preparing to turn the surface of the planet to glass, to erase every trace of human existence. It is a brutal, heart-wrenching decision, to leave so many behind, to abandon this world. But it is the only choice. The only way for humanity to survive is to run, to live to fight another day. You are aboard the Autumn as it begins its ascent. The engines scream in protest. The ship shudders and groans, a wounded beast dragging itself into the sky. You find a viewport and look down. You see. Reach for the last time. It is a world on fire. Great, glowing scars of molten glass are spreading across the continents as the Covenant begin their orbital bombardment. It is a sight of terrible, final beauty. The death of a world. You are leaving home. Not your home. You never had one. But the home of humanity. The greatest fortress ever built. The symbol of our strength. And you are watching it burn. A deep, profound sadness settles over you. A feeling of loss so vast it has no words. You have failed. Humanity has failed. All that is left is this single ship, this desperate, fleeing hope. As the Pillar of Autumn breaks free of the atmosphere, the sounds of the dying world fade. They are replaced once more by the silence of space. The view from the port changes from a burning sky to the cold blackness dotted with stars. The ship lurches as it makes the final preparations for a slipspace jump, a blind leap into the unknown, an escape to anywhere but here. You turn from the window. You do not want to see Reach disappear. You want to remember it as it was. A beautiful, living world, a jewel hanging in the dark, not as a funeral pyre. The slip space jump is a feeling unlike any other, a violation of physics, a tearing of reality. One moment, you are in normal space. The next, the universe dissolves. The view screen shows a swirling, chaotic tunnel of blue and purple light. It's like looking into the mind of a mad god. There are no reference points, no up or down, no sense of speed or distance. You are simply elsewhere. The ship groans under the strain. The low hum of the engines is replaced by a high-pitched, ethereal whine. The lights flicker. It feels like the ship could be torn apart at any moment. It is a journey of pure faith. Faith in the math of the Shaw Fujikawa Drive. Faith that you will emerge on the other side. Cortana is back online. Her avatar appears on the bridge holotanks. Keyes has reintegrated her with the ship's systems. He asks her for a destination, a safe harbor. She tells him she is plotting a course based on the star charts she acquired on Reach. But she is not taking you to a human colony. She is taking you somewhere else. Somewhere indicated by ancient symbols found on a Forerunner artifact. A place of great mystery. The journey through slip space is long. Days turn into weeks. There is nothing to do but wait. You spend the time in the ship's training facilities, honing your skills, maintaining your equipment. But mostly, you find yourself in quiet corners of the ship, looking out at the swirling chaos of slip space. It is mesmerizing, easy to get lost in its patterns, to let your mind drift. You think about the past, your childhood on Eridanos II, your training, the long, brutal years of the war, the friends you have lost, the worlds you have seen burn. The line between the man, John, and the soldier, Master Chief, has blurred so much it has almost disappeared. All that remains is the mission, the duty, the endless war. Is there anything else? Will there ever be anything else? You find a strange peace in the void of slip space, a sense of calm. Here, between worlds, between realities, you are truly alone. The burdens of the past and the fears of the future seem to fade away. There is only the here and now, the gentle hum of the ship, the slow, steady rhythm of your breathing, the hypnotic, swirling colors of the universe outside. A quiet pause in a life of endless noise and violence. A brief, welcome respite before the storm that is to come. The exit from slip space is as jarring as the entry. The swirling tunnel of light collapses. The ethereal whine is gone. And then, with a final, bone-jarring lurch, you are back in normal space. The familiar blackness returns. The stars are fixed once more. But they are not familiar stars. You are in an uncharted system. Far from any known territory, you have escaped. For now. An alarm begins to chime. A soft, insistent sound. Proximity alert. There is something nearby, something large. The crew on the bridge are scrambling. The view screen is still filled with the residual energy of the slip space exit, a shimmering, static haze. And then, it clears. And you see it. Everyone on the bridge falls silent. A collective, stunned intake of breath. The only sound is the soft, electronic chime of the alarm. Before you, hanging in the blackness of space, is a ring. A colossal, impossible structure. A ribbon of matter, thousands of kilometers wide, formed into a perfect circle. On the inner surface of the ring, you can see oceans, continents, clouds. An entire world, laid out on the inside of a loop. A sun, small and bright, sits at its center. It is the most incredible thing you have ever seen. an artifact so far beyond human understanding that it feels like a dream. Cortana's voice is soft, filled with a sense of wonder you have never heard from her before. Halo. That is what the Forerunner symbols called it. A ring world, a holy place to the Covenant, a weapon of unimaginable power, a mystery. You stare at it. This impossible, beautiful, terrifying object. You have fled the end of one world, only to find yourself at the beginning of another. The sadness of reach still clings to you, the memory of the fire, the loss. But as you look at this new, impossible horizon, another feeling begins to bloom in your chest, a feeling you have not felt for a very long time. It is not quite hope, not yet. It is something quieter, a sense of awe, of purpose reborn. The war is not over, the fight is not done. You have survived, you have endured, and now a new chapter is about to begin. Here, on the shores of this silent, sacred ring, the past is a ghost. The future is a question mark. All that is real is this moment, this ship, this crew, and the great, silent mystery waiting for you. The journey is over, and the journey has just begun. And now, the story is over. Your own journey can continue into the peaceful realm of sleep. Let the images fade, the sound of a distant starship, the sight of a giant ring in the void. Let them become part of your dreams. There is nothing more to do, nothing more to see, just the gentle darkness, the soft comfort of your bed, and the quiet rhythm of your own breathing. Let go of the day. Let go of all your worries. They can wait until morning. For now, there is only this peace, this stillness. Rest now. Sleep well, and dream of quiet, distant worlds. Good night.